Today we speak on George Balanchine course. George Balanchine was an American ballet choreographer who was one of the most influential 20th century choreographers. Styled as the father of the American ballet, he co-founded the New York City Ballet and remained its artistic director for more than 35 years. George Balanchine, born on 22nd January 1904 in St. Petersburg in Russia, died on 30th April 1983 in USA. George Balanchine said, quote, "If you don't feel challenged, it's because you are not doing enough. Ballet should never feel comfortable. Comfortable is lazy. If you're comfortable when you dance, you are not pushing yourself hard enough. 100% is not enough. You have to give 200%. One tendu takes years of hard work and will never be perfect. Everything in ballet is a challenge." George Balanchine's choreography is characterized by plotless ballets with minimal costume and decor performed classical and neoclassical music. Please try to understand all the music, all the dance in India, call it the Bharatanatyam, the Mohiniyattam, the Kuchipudi, all the dance in India had suppressed the art form, had destroyed the art form. Only on one thing, they instead of showing off more art form, they suppressed it a huge amount of dresses. Even in the hottest climate, the children have to wear huge amount of dresses, huge amount of decoration things. Especially when it is a poor country, you do not need so many dresses. It's very, very expensive. And the whole thing is confused like the Indian curry. The real taste of the vegetable is not at all in the tongue. You call the drunkards, their taste buds are dead, so how much ever you make the best food, they say there is no taste. But what about you? You are taking maximum amount of masalas and your taste buds are dead, hence you never get the taste of the vegetables. All vegetables have to be cooked in the smallest fire 45 minutes and you get all the juice coming out and you can get the real taste of the vegetables. They keep dumping a huge amount of masala and only they're looking only for the masala taste, not for the reality, the originality. They're not looking for the original dance. Dump as much dresses as possible. And the child hardly can move. George Balanchine said, in ballet they use the least dress possible, so that they can show a beautiful art. That art has got a divine spirituality. And for the people are always, don't worry about the people, they are always having a dirty mind. People with a dirty mind lives like a dirty mind. You cannot change. Find out whether they have come to listen to the music, they come to listen, hear and see, feel, smell, taste the dance, or they are looking for something else. Even in Japan, sex is available for the people who are living. Those who wanted to go to a restaurant, there is a restaurant where the lady will be there to listen to you, to your problems. You cannot look into that, girls or ladies, for something else. There's another one place where you can go, where you can sit and chit chat and tell your family problems. And the third place you can go where they can massage you, not more than that. The fourth place is sex. Fifth place is sex and comfort. Each one has got a different variety, and you must understand, you must go to that place only for that variety. You cannot go to a lady who listens to your stories and asks for sex or for something else. Here the problem is people are scared. Anything and everything is scared. Everything they dump into one. Please try to understand. Art is art. Drop your dresses for the time being. Less dress, more healthy. Less luggage, more easy to travel. George Balanchine said, if you don't feel challenged, it's because you are not doing enough. It's challenge of the dance, challenge of your life, challenge to study. All this comes with less material, less luggage. Only in that less luggage you feel challenged. There's so much of luggage. It stings. If you don't feel challenged because you are not doing enough. Ballet should never feel comfortable. Comfortable is lazy, George Balanchine said. Ballet should never feel comfortable. For you, when you're taken up a subject, you go deep down into the subject, and that deep down is your comfort. You feel orgasmic experience, and then you forget that you are a dancer, you are dancing, you forget that this is life, you just melt with the nature, and when you bloom, people feel the happiness. So much of dress code, so much of pressure. People forget how to open the windows of the house also. They are confused with a lot of furniture inside the house, which create the corona diseases. Corona time also, they said so many furnitures inside the house, please remove them all, because the virus can sit here, there, everywhere. You don't feel comfortable or rolling and running and jumping and dancing in the house. You are you're stagnated. You are what do you call it? It is so much of us, no space. Yes, space is your life. If you don't feel challenged, the challenge comes on the space. Challenge comes on the less dress, on the less things what you carry in your head. They are telling, whatever you study, please go back and empty your mind. Don't go to your master with a cup full of yesterday's dirty water. Clean the cup, go with the cup empty, so that he can pour fresh water in. Same he can pour, the nature can pour only fresh if you go empty. Emptiness, carrying again a dirt, especially the Indian saris. The saris can be used. Men have changed to shorts. Men have changed even to towel. Yes, I see in my Devanahalli village, all the men, when they reach the house, they don't wear anything except a small towel. But women have to wear the whole full sari. You have suppressed the women, you have tortured the women, you made them a nobody, and you still call them goddess, you still call them mother. Drop that. And especially the baby girls of dance, you are put in. Where will be a dance master come? There is no dance master available, because his whole idea is to dump as much dresses, and the child hardly moves this much. Where is the full stretch dress? Where the full stretch kicks and the punches and the movements and the twist and the turn and the smile and everything? The smile is forced smile. If you don't feel challenged, it's because you are not doing enough. Ballet should never feel comfortable. Comfortable is easy. I'm not telling you should not be comfortable. What they're talking is the deep, intimate relationship with your nature, with whatever nature. Whether you're studying, you are an engineer, a master engineer. You're a doctor, you're a doctor engineer. Deep down, as deep as possible. Yes, you don't see the smoke and you don't run away. When you see the smoke, you know the fire is going to come in the highest. Not only is the fire, then the highest fire. You burn what subject you are engineering, or your medicine, or your artistic, or your painting. You burn it into the highest fire, and you make it into several. When it starts melting, you can make it into several ornaments, and in that ornaments you can see there's no disease at all, only energy, and that is the comfortable stage. When you remove from that and you sit, you're thinking of comfortable. Stagnant water stinks, flowing water is fresh water. You become stagnated and it starts stinking, and then everything gets lost. Comfortable is easy. If you are comfortable when you dance, you are not pushing yourself hard enough. Yes. Hard enough, hardest. And then when you feel comfortable and you look at the people and you see the people clapping, you could hear the clap, you are lost. That is the comfort is talking. You are not hearing. I used to do demonstration, and then at the end of the demonstration, people used to come in. People are throwing stones, or people are clapping, people are standing up. I know nothing. I couldn't hear a single sound. I and my demo on the stage, I was deeply involved. What people say, I would not know. That should be your method. When you're dancing, you're so deeply involved. A time comes, you and the dance become one, and the people, the audience becomes zero. Audience enjoy to the core. You and the audience, suddenly you and the audience becomes one. When you two becomes one, then a new birth happens. That birth is a happiness. That birth is a comfort. Please try to understand. If you're comfortable when you dance, you are not pushing yourself hard enough. 100% is not enough. 100%, yes, when you do your push-ups, yes. When they asked Muhammad Ali, the heavyweight boxing champion, how many push-ups he does, and he said, when it hurts, I stop. But in the martial art, they say, when the hurt starts, we start the first round of count. Yes, when the hurt starts, when the smoke comes, you start it to the highest of fire. And then the push-ups will never stop. The techniques will never stop. The flow will never stop. That is the time you understand, not 100%, not a roar of a 1,000-man warrior, but it's a roar of a 2,000-man warrior. Multiplication of explosion of ecstatic, of orgasmic experience, not orgasmic experience on your sex alone, on your artistic value. You have to give 200%. George Balanchine said, 110 takes years of hard labor, hard work, and will never be perfect. Everything is ballet is a challenge, not a challenge. Challenge means you are taking a challenge to prove something. No. Here what is telling, the creative challenge. You take it up for you to have an orgasmic experience. When you become powerful, when you become magnet, others get attracted, others get the benefit. Yes, that's why you're called a saint. That's why you're called a Maharshi. That's why you're called a master. Everybody is working for that one happiness. People forgot happiness means to waste. Happiness is not to waste. Happiness is to express it in the best possible way and the less dress possible. And if you don't sweat, you will never enjoy. When you sweat, you become the most beautiful. The people who don't sweat, George Balanchine said, they never look beautiful. Yes, people forgot that. They go to the beauty parlor and then try to put everything thinking there is beauty. And one rainfall, everything comes out, and then you can see the devil popping out. George Balanchine said, if you don't feel challenged, it's because you're not doing enough. This is my 309 small.